Really, who is there to call right now? I mean, I'm here, I'm making tea. We made cakes, a tort. I made a tort. There were lemon bars made, there were egg baskets made, there was music that was made, there was all kinds of stuff, all kinds of stuff. And I am here right now, and I don't even know if you are. Did we make it to the online world? Let's see. Let me just see if I made it to this place right. Oh, there I am. Okay. Let's see. Hey, Carl. Hey, Carol. Julie Luce. Morocco. Hey, Carl Hess. What's up? What's up? How cool are we, Carl? A lot of people liking our tune. Julianne Smith. Hi, Julianne. Hey, Julie Luce. So what's up? Oh, everything was so good. Well, I didn't try the lemon bars, thank goodness, because like I said, they would be gone, girl. And I didn't try the egg basket, but I heard about them, and she said it tasted just like the perfect Italian bread. And I went, oh, I know that. Oh, I just know. You know that taste. Hey, Vinny, when are you coming back to hang out with us? William D. in the house, in the kitchen, not like a mouse. I don't know. But the tort, yeah, we made it. Elizabeth Morocco is awake. That's a good thing. Hi, Elizabeth. Wake up. Hi, Bianca. Ooh, there's all these people here that I don't know. Bianca, Maria Bianco, Maria Bianco, Maria Bianco. She's watching. She's watching. She's watching. It's you tonight that will be watching a lot of the show, or I will see you watching a lot of the show. It's a long story. Can't figure out where it's coming from. Hi, Liz. Hi, Karen. Look at all these people that are here because we have a very popular person on tonight. Is it Wednesday already? Yeah, it is. It is Wednesday. And let me just go and just say that it must have been the stars, except it snowed tonight. My tulips and all my pretty flowers are just about to bloom, and then it started to snow. What is up with that? But I worked with David Lom today. Bianca and Liz are my sisters. How cool is that? Hi, sisters. Yay. Cool, cool, cool. Hey, Miss Melanie, what's up, girl? I worked with David Lom today. Someone asked me how my day was. I'm like, I got to hang out with my mom and my dog and sing with David Lom and make food. And then I get to do 11:11 with Jenna and all of you people. Let me just tell you, tomorrow morning, I know some of you are on here to see this really cool person that I'm about to bring on, but tomorrow morning is going to be a really cool show. Let me just tell you why. So you know that the intro that you heard, this one? Okay, that, and is also this person.
Coming this Thursday, lives will be changed forever. 11:11 with Jenna presents
Peter Morley is going to be my guest. That voice coming this Thursday, and that voice 11 with going to be here tomorrow morning. Tomorrow morning. So all you Morocco people, come back because it's going to be super fun. This guy is crazy cool. I talked to him yesterday for a while. We did a little Zoom test and it was super cool. And I'm really, 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 I know, Melanie, right? I'm so excited. And then tomorrow night, my friend Chris Collins is going to be the conversation with the creatives, and she will be here with, I think, 2 or 3 or 4 or 5, at least 3 of her children. She has 7. So I'm excited about that. And then Friday morning, Armando's on. And then Friday night, display and share. Morocco sisters, you might want to come back and display and share. Saturday morning, one more Saturday morning with Jeff Metzger. Saturday night, one more Saturday night with Gary Lambert. Sunday morning, I'll make a smoothie. Sunday night, musicians square table. Any Morocco musicians up there or musicians that are Moroccos? Do you play the maracas? And then Monday morning, we meander, and Monday night we meditate. And Tuesday morning, well, Tuesday I had Mark Ruffin here. So sometimes I make something and sometimes somebody comes on and hangs out and we talk. And Tuesday night, Dr. Andrew Rader. And Wednesday morning, Patty Lohman and I get in the kitchen, we bake something. And today we baked. I did the torte, she did the lemon bar, she did the baskets. So fun, so cool. Is she sleeping? Where's Patty? Patty, are you here? So that brings us to Wednesday night. But I need to get my tea. So I don't want to leave my guest before I make my tea. So let me grab my tea really fast. Hold the wire, everybody. Hold it, hold it, hold it. It's very hot tea. Mama Grace and Lily and Pearl are chilling downstairs. And that's what's going on. So come back tomorrow. I just can't even tell you how excited I am. But I'm super excited about tonight because I've virtually met Rob and I have virtually met Carol. Oh my goodness gracious. How talented can someone actually be on the planet Carol is like, so I can only imagine what this person is like. Ladies and gentlemen. Stephanie Morocco. Well, get the accordion out and come play. Check her out with that chair. Oh my goodness, is she cool or what? Hi there. I'm so excited to meet you. Are you there? Did you unmute? Let's see.
I was muted. There we go. Hi.
Hi. Finally. Steph this, Steph that, Steph. I mean, I've seen you, on the show a little bit, but
yeah.
Very much. Or tell me about this cool chair that you're sitting in.
Oh, it's my boyfriend's gaming chair. So he uses it when he uses his computer.
Wow. So
it's very comfortable. It's got like its own little neck pillow and everything.
It's so cool. And then so you get the neck pillow and then you get the back, like your head.
Yeah. So it's like really nice and relaxing. So I was like, let me sit in a comfortable chair.
Like you do gaming and you go like.
Yeah, I think you can lean back, but I think I'm too small to do that. I don't think I'm way enough to push it back.
How fun. So are you not at home right now?
No, I'm my boyfriend's.
Your mother. Yeah. Hello, beautiful Stephanie.
Hi, Mom.
No, Bianca, Maria said, hello. Hi, beautiful Stephanie Morocco. And Carol said, hello, beautiful daughter, exclamation.
Aw, how nice. Hello, everyone.
Hi. So, gosh, where to begin? Tell me about you.
Okay, so I'm Stephanie. To everyone who doesn't know me, I'm Rob and Carol's daughter. I'm 24. I'm a court reporter. That's what I do for a living. And this whole year in the pandemic, I've just been working from home and it's been really nice. I really like it a lot. It's really enjoyable.
Can I ask you one favor? Are you on an iPad?
I'm on my iPhone, actually.
Can you landscape?
Yeah, I can. What would you like to see?
Well, because this way, right now I just see like a third of the screen is you.
Okay. Do you know how I do that? I'm not sure. I've never done it on my phone before.
Can you turn your phone and see what happens?
Oh, is that better?
No, now you're the other way.
Oh, which way? Sorry. I'm so
okay.
new to this.
You're fine that way. I just wanted to see more of you.
Oh, I'll smooth back a bit maybe.
So how did you decide you wanted to become a court reporter?
So I actually wanted to go into medicine at first. So I was looking into going into a Bachelor of Science because eventually I wanted to do orthopedic surgeon, so like bone doctor kind of thing. I was always really interested in medicine. So I was definitely going for it. And then I went to my friend's house one day, and his older sister was doing like co-reporting, like practicing. She was in school for it. And I was like, what the heck is that? Like, what's that machine? I want to know what this is. And so she told me about it. And I just was like, oh, that sounds so cool. That's so interesting. So I looked more into it. And I thought, this just sounds like it might be a better fit for me. It's a little more flexible. And like me and my mom talked about it, and we kind of thought, when you become a doctor, like that's everything. Like that's your whole life. Like it's just done at that point. There's not a whole lot of flexibility for like family, even traveling and stuff. So we looked at co-reporting and we thought it's a nice way to have more of a life, but still be able to make a decent living. So I applied at the Northern Alberta Institute of Technology, which is like NAIT. That's what it's called in Alberta. And I just thought, okay, if I get in, that'll be great. That's fine. And I did get in. So I was really, really excited. So I started that same year in September, I think it was. So I must have been like 20, 21 at the time. And I was really, really nervous because I thought, okay, if I don't like this, like, what am I going to do? That's a whole year of my life I might be wasting. Who knows? But I loved it immediately. Within like the first week or so, I knew it was the career for me.
How
how
do they test you for court reporting if you don't know how to use the machine in your when you get accepted, to try to be accepted? What were the tests like?
Well, we didn't really have to do any testing other than we just had to be able to have good hearing and be able to type like kind of semi decently on a keyboard. Like there was really no requirements other than just being able to like have ambidextrous like kind of fingers. So they taught us how to do all of that in the first couple of weeks. So that was kind of like the point where if you don't think it's for you, you kind of drop out at that point. But I really, really liked it. And I was actually really lucky. I was really good. And I was really, really a fast learner for it. So I like excelled really fast. And I really, really liked it a lot. And I actually graduated first in my class. Wow. Yeah, because with that kind of program, it's a little different. There's 2 years. And once you get to your second year, you can kind of graduate at any time once you get to a certain speed level. So how we do our testing is you have a certain amount of words per minute that you have to type by. So we get these tests where they dictate in our headphones different words and we have to write them. And then when that minute is up, we're done. We print it out, the teacher marks it, and then we find out if we passed or if we had too many mistakes or too many misspelled words. And you had to get up to 225 words per minute. That's to graduate. So once you get into second year and you can kind of just start doing testing, you can graduate at any time as long as you finish the 225. And I did. I was the first in my class too, so I was really excited. I still went to like different classes because we did law classes, English classes, all kinds of stuff like that. But I was the first to finish, so it was really exciting. I was so excited.
That's so cool.
Yeah, I really liked it.
Is there a particular type of trial that you like to work in? Like, like the medical stuff? Do you like?
Oh no, the medical stuff is hard. It's very hard to keep up with. I did do medical terminology classes because it's a lot easier to write what you understand. So they really drilled that into us in college because they wanted us to be able to understand the jargon that's being used so we can like keep up. And medical terminology is fine and all, but there is so much of it that no matter what you hear, it's going to sound really hard and difficult to keep up with. So I hate those ones. I do a lot of car accidents. I do a lot of divorces too. I don't mind them so much. Divorces can be kind of sad though. So I get sad when I see that I have one, but it's okay. And I do a lot of insurance questionings. My favorite would probably be like construction, contract law, because it's always interesting to see like how companies messed up and things like that. I love that kind of stuff. I love to see what happens. I've done a lot of like voter fraud stuff too. There was quite a few First Nations chief councils in Saskatchewan that had a lot of issues with their voting for their new council. So I've done a lot of those. Those are always weird to me. They're just they can be a little tedious, but they're interesting because they're just stuff I've never seen. I don't normally see that stuff like in everyday life. I really like it a lot. I think my favorite thing about it though is how it's never the same thing. Like it's always a different case. Even if it's the same type, like a car accident or insurance, it's a different circumstance. Like I was telling my mom this morning, I really liked insurance questionings because they're usually about someone's car that's been stolen and they're investigating to make sure it wasn't fraud. And they'll be telling us our sad sob story the whole time about how their car went missing, and I'll feel really horrible and I feel bad for them. And then all of a sudden they'll be like, well, there's these phone records that you call these auctioneers. So can you explain that? And I'm like, oh, my whole opinion's changed. So it's so cool and interesting. I really love it.
And are you in the room with your?
Oh,
your,
yeah.
You're in the room at that point.
Yeah.
None of this is. And then do you actually? Can you go back and listen later?
Yeah, I record it. As of right now, because of the pandemic, I've been doing it on Zoom for about a year now, since last March. But before, I was in person with them. So I take a little recording device to record it, just in case like something happened or somebody talks over the other person. So I listen to it when I do the transcript afterwards. And I really, really like that part, actually. I love going through the transcripts and making them perfect. I love punctuation. I don't know why. I'm just such an English nerd. I was like in honors English all throughout high school because I just loved punctuation and grammar. I don't even know why. It's a weird thing to like, but that's my favorite part, is like making the sentences look really nice. I put all these semicolons and all this stuff that like most people don't even know how to use. It's cool. I like that. I'm kind of a nerd when it comes to English and things like that.
And so with this past year, then you're on Zoom in the courtroom.
Yeah. So usually there'll be multiple people. So because of the pandemic and the mask restrictions, there'll be me, the two other lawyers, and then whoever the witness is usually. Sometimes the witness is with one of their lawyer or whatever, but not always. So it's really convenient. And the girl that does all our scheduling and coordinating actually thinks that we'll never really go back to normal. Like Zoom will become a normal, mostly because of how convenient it is. Because before they'd have to try and get the witness to come up from wherever they are. They have to schedule the same date, and it's very difficult in the schedule. But now lawyers can just be like, okay, let's hop on Zoom next week. Sounds good. And so it's very easy to book now. So I've been actually like way busier than I was before. And it's quite insane. Actually, the past couple of weeks, I was quite like heavy loaded. I like was almost too like loaded the past couple of weeks, and it's supposed to get busy again in April. So I'm enjoying my relaxation time right now, because I know I'm going to.
Are you on a vacation right now of some sort?
Yeah, I worked on Monday and Tuesday, but that's it for the rest of the week. So it's nice. I can just relax. Yeah. So it's nice because usually, especially with the pandemic and how last minute things have been, I could have a couple of days off, but then I'll wake up and all of a sudden I work the next day. So it's kind of nice to have a few days off just to relax and enjoy. To not have like 100,000 pages.
I know, because you guys are still like pretty much on lockdown, correct?
Yeah, I don't really do a whole lot out. Like I used to go out into the mall with friends and things, but since I haven't been doing that, my hobbies are reading. I love reading. Oh my God, I love reading. It's my favorite hobby. I love to watch TV, and I actually do like little crafts and stuff. I'm really into sewing. I'm actually making you a little animal.
You're making me an animal?
Yeah, I've been making these little mini animals. I actually have one over there. I'll go grab it. So I made this little fox. It's really cute.
Hold on a second.
Yeah.
I'm gonna speaker so we can see. Hi. Yeah,
he's just a little cute little fox. I made him. I sewed him up. So I'm making you a penguin. He'll come in the mail one day. It's just I ran out of white thread, so
wait a second. Show up. I love penguins, but you know what I need to see? I need to see your eyeliner.
Oh, yeah. I do the winged eyeliner. Yeah, it's my favorite thing.
And what is it? What kind of product do you use to make the wing happen?
I use an e.l.f. The brand is e.l.f. and it's just a liquid eyeliner. It's cheap. It's like $3 at the drugstore. I don't like
e.l.f. is great.
Yeah, I don't like buying like really expensive makeup. I just don't see a purpose.
Actually,
and
a lot of e.l.f. products are MAC.
Yeah. Which I find really interesting because MAC is such a prestigious brand that's so expensive. Yeah,
$40
is so nice.
But then you get it at $3.99. But it's the same product.
And it's the same quality. Yeah, it's very good.
They're made in the same factory.
That's so interesting. Yeah, e.l.f. is e.l.f. all the way. I always tell people e.l.f. to buy makeup.
So you wing it like.
Yeah, and then I just pull it back. I practiced because I used to wear fake lashes all the time. and I didn't like them anymore. So I figured, okay, I need a new style. So during the pandemic, I practiced my wing eyeliner because I thought, why not? I'm not going anywhere. So I'm just going to see it anyway. And now it's like my new staple. I like it.
It's really great. And your eyelashes, were you having them done or did you put them on yourself?
I did for a while, but I have like oilier skin. So they would actually fall out a lot faster than was normal. So it was like, it felt like a waste of money because they'd be really sparse like every time I went back, to the point where I'd have to pay for almost a full set again.
Oh,
and it was just, yeah, it was really bad. So I used to put the strip ones on and I was really good at it too. But then when the pandemic hit, I was like, I can't be bothered anymore. It's too much effort for not going anywhere. Like, I don't care anymore. So I just put some mascara on and that's it.
Do you use e.l.f. mascara?
Yeah, I do. It's really good quality.
Is
I
it?
really like it.
I have oily skin too, and they kind of like, I always have to go like, just to make sure. But I have a girlfriend that was, when she was first learning how to do eyelash, I was her guinea pig.
Oh,
And-
really?
Oh yeah. And
That's
I
so
was
nice though.
I was like this every day. I'd be like, good morning, like
Oh my gosh.
these, because then she'd go, come in today. I have these once on one of my records that your dad has. It's called the record is called Meant to Be. And I have bangs and I look like Xena the warrior or somebody, they tell
Oh,
me.
that's so cool.
But my eyelashes that I have on were J-Lo's eyelashes.
Really?
The makeup artist that I used was J-Lo's makeup artist, and she just happened to have her sable eyelashes. They
Oh,
were
that is
like
so cool.
some crazy amount of money. I don't remember. I've tried the magnetic ones. They didn't work for me. Have you tried the magnetic ones?
I have. I got a free sample of them one day and they were okay. Like they're
like,
fine. Like if you really want to work on them, yeah. Yeah, it takes too much effort.
Yeah.
Way too hard. I'd rather glue them, which sounds weird in retrospect, but I would rather try glue than try to magnetize these things on my lids. It's just too hard.
They're too hard. But I did enjoy walking into my friend's place, and then she'd sit there and apply them, and then I'd walk wherever, and my friends are like, wow, you look great. And I'm like, thank you.
Yeah, that was one thing I missed about it, was how relaxing it is just laying there, and they'll put some music on and it's like meditating for like 3 hours. It's great. I love that.
Eyelid. Which,
yeah,
it's not.
it's
so
nice. I had nice lash ladies too. They were nice to talk to, so I didn't mind it, but it just seemed like it was a waste of money, so I just gave it up.
Bianca Maria, Stephanie, I love you so much, she says.
Aw, I miss my Zia so much. I haven't seen her in so long.
How close, where in proximity to where parents' house does she live?
Pretty close, actually. She lives, I think, I'm so bad at approximations, but like less than half hour away.
The other day, did you see your dad on the roof?
Yes.
Oh my God. All of a sudden he's like, hi, I'm on the roof. I'm like, what the?
He's such a daredevil. He's crazy.
Dude. So
he does that a lot though. Sometimes I'll be working and he'll be doing stuff up on the roof, like some kind of fixing stuff, and I can hear him up there and I'm like, what are you doing? Get off. And he'll come to me and my mom and be like, oh, by the way, if I fall, that's me. And I'm like, maybe give us more warning, please. Yeah, it's kind of
that we know that's climbing out onto the roof.
I was like, if you didn't tell me, I might call 911 at this point, because who the hell's up on the roof? Yeah.
What did you have for lunch today?
For lunch, I had a grilled cheese sandwich. My favorite, my staple. I love it.
Me too. I love it.
It's so easy to make.
The best. What kind of cheese?
I use Kraft singles, but I really want to get into vegan cheese because I do like diet cheese. I like it. Mm-hmm. So I want to get like some single slices of some kind of vegan cheese, because I have a feeling I have like a dairy intolerance. I just know deep down I do. I can just tell. So I want to try and go vegan, but it's
like vegan all the way. Do you eat meat?
My mom was probably laughing. She's like, yeah, that's never going to happen. I love meat. It's such a staple in my diet. It's kind of gross, actually, almost how much meat I like. But I don't want to have dairy anymore. Like, I don't drink milk. I'm trying to wean dairy out of my life. Eventually, we'll get there. Slowly. Grilled cheese is like the only dairy I have, so it's pretty much gone anyway.
It's a fun thing. Is your boyfriend a cook?
Yeah, he is, actually. He did schooling for some cooking, and he's really, really good at it. He's really good. He makes really good food. Sometimes, like on our anniversary, he makes like salmon. Oh, to die for.
Yeah.
That's probably the only restriction I could have with meat is I could do pescatarian for sure.
Yeah.
Eventually, when the need arises, I'll do it. But yeah, he makes this really great salmon. He's a really good cook, actually. I love his cooking.
And you say anniversary. How long have you two been together?
In April, it'll be 4 years.
Wow.
Yeah, it's been a really long time. It's kind of crazy, actually. It doesn't
How
even
did
feel
you
that
meet?
long. Well, I knew his sister growing up. We didn't go to the same school, but I just knew her from other people. And I think I was 19 or 20 when she introduced us, and we were just friends for a while. And then, you know, things happen. I didn't know he had feelings for me for like a really long time, but I guess he did. So here we are.
How fun. Yeah, my friend Carl just said, remember in the big 80s, all the rock guys wore makeup too, and he got really pretty good at that. I had a roommate that I lived in a house with 11 people. Honest, there were 11 people. One guy lived in the kitchen, one guy lived in the living room.
In the kitchen?
In the dining room. Everyone lived in different parts of the house. It was
Oh my God.
There were actors and musicians.
Yeah.
Crazy. And one
That's
of them was
crazy.
a rock star guy with that hair.
Yeah.
And my eyeliner would always come up missing. I'd buy another one. I'd, buy like an elf or something cheap, whatever it was then. It was something, I can't remember the name of it. I bet your mom or your aunts would remember what it's called. Not elf. What was that other one we did? But I would go buy another one, then I would be gone again. He was stealing my eyeliner.
Oh
So,
my God.
okay, 4 years. That's a long time.
Yeah. It's been really fun. We're best friends. We don't have arguments. He's like the most soft-spoken person in the world. I don't even think he knows how to yell. Like he's like one of those people like, I have anger issues. Well, I did. I'm better now, but I would get angry like easier.
When you were younger, you had anger issues?
Yeah. I was very lively.
Did you
Pardon?
Did you throw things? Did you break things?
Oh God, no. I would just, get snipey and mean. And I could be like, I'm mad because of this and this and this and this. And he'd be like, okay, I'm sorry. I understand. And I'm like, how can I be mad at you if you're like that? So yeah, he's definitely calmed me down. He's just a very soft-spoken, nice person. Like I can't even think of a single bad thing about him. Like he's just a really good person.
Cool. There's a question. Did you also, since you have been giving up, you have given up dairy for the most part, except for Kraft singles. I don't know if there's a lot of dairy in there or not, but maybe.
I have no clue either. I don't want to know.
My dog, I know she's been at people's houses. They're like, is it okay if we gave your dog some Kraft singles? I'm like, did she like that really? And they're like, not really, but she likes the the crinkling of the.
Yeah, the piece of plastic. Yeah.
But do you eat ice cream?
Yes, but I do like non-dairy ice cream. It's really good.
Coconut.
I do the ice cream. The ice cream that I do have now has dairy in it, but I find that it doesn't really bother me that much if I don't eat a whole lot of it. If I eat too much, it definitely gives me like a stomach ache and bloating and stuff. But yeah, ice cream is like my favorite food of all time. So I'm trying really hard to figure out a way to make this work for me, but it's hard.
Well, but there are a lot of non-dairy. Hi, Heidi. Her daughter always stole her mascara. Every time she'd replace it, she would steal it again. Do you and your mom share things? Do you share like clothes or makeup?
We do, sort of. My mom was the same size as me most of my life because I've always been small like her. I'm just taller than her. And so I think it was a year or so ago, she went through her closet for like old clothes she used to wear like a long time ago that she thought, oh, now that you're older, you might like these because I kind of like the boho style, like indie style. And I just took a ton of them. I just took so much of it, all these old jeans with like embroidery on them and like cool stuff with like Buddhas and stuff. Mostly from Lucky Brand jeans. I don't know if they have that in America, but like, I'm pretty sure.
Oh yeah, I had my lucky black pants on today.
Yeah, and I really like their style. So I have a lot of them. I just don't really wear them much because I'm not going anywhere. So I always put like the big sweatshirts on and just relax at home.
And what is that sweatshirt, Hawkins?
It's, what does it say? I think it says Hawkins on it. I don't know if you've seen the show Stranger Things.
No, but we should talk movies and stuff. Yeah,
it's on Netflix. It's a Netflix original. It's one of my favorite shows. And this is like their high school jersey. I found it at some store and I was like, oh my God, what a find. Now I'm obsessed with it because it's so obscure. Like no one would know where it's from but me. So I'm obsessed with it. It's my favorite sweater, actually.
You ever get someone that goes, nice sweatshirt, because they know
I did once. I had a cashier that noticed it, and I was like, "Oh, that's cool." The only once though, so I'm kind of surprised. It's like really obscure, I guess.
So what
But I
are
would
your top 5 Netflix, Amazon, whatever? What
Oh
have you
God,
what do you love?
I'm really into it's called anime, so it's kind of like cartoons but Japanese.
Right.
Because it's only called that if it's made in Japan. That's like my favorite thing. I wasn't really big into regular like people shows. I don't know why, but I would always get so bored of them after a couple seasons. Like the plot would get stagnant or the characters wouldn't develop, and I kind of got bored. So I didn't really watch TV very much. Then I started watching anime because it's always like such crazy plot lines and just really interesting. And I was like, oh my God, this is what I've been missing my whole life. So that's mostly what I watch. There's like romance, there's like action, mystery, horror, like everything you name it. And it's just so interesting and cool. And I really like because it has a lot of like Japanese history and you learn a lot from it too. So I really enjoy that. That's probably mostly what I watch. Pardon?
Do you speak Japanese?
No. I would like to though, maybe one day.
You would, yeah. What is this? What's the term last night? Maga?
Oh, manga, yeah.
Manga.
Yeah, so manga is actually what anime shows are based off of. So it's kind of like, I guess you can compare it to like the comic books for like the Avengers and Batman and stuff, but a little bit different. So it's like books.
Manga last night, and I think it was your dad or something said they got hungry when we said it. Manja.
Oh my God. I guess, yeah, because that's Italian for eat. Yeah, that makes sense. I read a lot of manga because it's really interesting. My favorite part about it is the artwork. So a manga artist has to draw all the panels and like design the characters and everything, but they also have to come up with the storyline. So it's actually really a lot of work, which I find really cool. My favorite part about it is how in each different story, each artist, you see their different type of artistic style, how they interpret things, how they put plot lines together. And it's just really like artist, just lots of art in it. And I just think it's so beautiful. So that's why I really like it. And so I'll probably like read it till like the rest of my life because it's just really cool. And I just find that stuff interesting. And I love reading like fantasy novels and crime suspense. Like I also love those. But I have a couple manga books I thought you would find interesting to see what it looks like.
Okay.
So this is one of my favorites. It's called One Punch Man. So basically the premise of it is that it's a man who he's like a superhero. It's definitely for like boys, like, you know, cartoon boys, but it's still like very adult like. So basically it's about a man who's a superhero. And every time he tries to fight a villain or a bad guy, it only takes one punch. But he's the strongest in the world. And he's gotten really bored and depressed because he can't find anyone who's actually a worthy opponent. So it's like, you know, very hero-y. But you'd be surprised by how pretty the artwork is. It actually blows my mind. Like I'll find a couple like, so there's a monster in this one and just the depth of it is just really interesting to me.
Wow.
I find like there's landscapes that I'm just like, I cannot believe somebody drew this by hand, like no digital artwork whatsoever. It blows my mind.
Well, and then you look at someone like your mom.
Yeah, and it's so interesting to see different art styles. Like my mom's is very beautiful.
Yeah, well, I see the fox that you made, and you're making me a penguin. Do you get any of that from your mom? I mean, your mom.
I never really was into art growing up. I don't know why, but I just wasn't good at drawing, so I never really tried to do it. But I really want to get into it. So when the pandemic's a little less crazy, I'm gonna go to an art store with my mom, and we're gonna pick up some stuff. And I want to try painting. I really want to try it. I think it'd be really fun.
Yeah, I think so.
I feel like if I just practiced, I'd get good at it.
I think if you practiced at anything, you would be great at it. I have a question though. So you type fast, yes?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Can I see your hands?
Oh, yeah. I do my own nails too. So yeah, these are my hands. They're just regular hands.
How do you type with those nails? I sound like my father. My father paid me once to cut my nails off. When I was in 8th grade, I had nails like yours.
Mm-hmm.
And I played flute and I played piano, but he paid me $10 a nail to cut my nails off. So I was like,
oh my God.
Cut them. How do you type with those?
I had to teach myself. When I was in school, I stopped wearing them because I was like, okay, I just want to get a good basis for what I'm doing first before I even try and do this with nails. Like I want to be able to do it without them. So I didn't have them during school. one of my friends does nails, and she was getting her licensing and all that stuff. So I would do, she would like sit there and just do my nails like for free. It was really fun. And so
Love those friends.
I love them. Yeah. So then I slowly started getting them bigger and bigger and kind of just slowly taught myself how to do it. And I actually feel like I type better with long nails now. I don't know why. Like sometimes because I have to type on a computer to do transcripts, it can be kind of hard. So I'll take them off for a couple weeks if I'm got a lot of transcripts to do, just so it's faster and easier. But if I'm actually typing like a questioning on my little machine, it's actually a lot easier to type with nails. I don't know how I got to that point, but apparently
I type with the nail then?
It's with the pads on my fingers, actually.
It is still.
Yeah. But I think it's because I'm trying to avoid using the nail, that because I'm so good at using the pads on my fingers, I just type better for some reason, because I'm more hyper focused on like how I'm doing it. So when I don't have nails, I'm kind of just like sloppily typing and it's not as good. I don't know why. It's such an odd thing, actually. So I remember one of my professors telling me like, you shouldn't have nails, like just stop now. And I was like, oh, okay. And I felt so heartbroken and sad because I loved nails, but I got it back. I did it.
Got it back. And they're acrylic or they're something. They're not.
Yeah, they're gel nails.
Gel nails.
Yeah, so I do them myself because of the pandemic. I haven't been going out anywhere. I bought like a little kit on Amazon that does like where you put under the UV and you paint them yourself, and you got the little fake ones that you glue on, and I do it myself. It's really fun and relaxing. I'll just sit and listen to a podcast and it's just great.
And you're into, because we need to talk offline as far as how to get this show to other venues and stuff, but you're into Twitch, right? You do Twitch?
Oh yeah. Yeah, I love watching. I watch a lot of people that I followed on YouTube or just like Instagram and things like that. And they'll do like, they'll play video games, they'll just talk. It's really interesting. And I really enjoy it. I find that it kind of, how do I explain it? So it's like, if I watch a YouTuber and they post their videos once a week, that's great. Then when you find out that they're going live for a couple hours outside of that, and you can actually interact and talk with them, like in the chat, it's way better. It's nicer. It's like extra video time. It's fun.
Your dad says he steps on the odd one every once in a while. Does your boyfriend or your father find your nails around?
I guess, apparently. That's news to me.
Carl's the guitar player. So can I next week sometime, or when we can, pick your brain about Twitch and doing multi-streaming?
Oh yeah.
That's the next thing. I needed to do that already, but I don't know how to do that.
Yeah, it's not that hard, actually. It's pretty simple. Do you have a desktop computer?
No, I have a what do you call it? Not a desktop. What's the other
Like
thing?
a laptop?
Yeah, the MacBook Pro.
Okay, yeah, that should be fine then, because it's not like you're trying to do video games on it or something, so it shouldn't overpower it too much. It should be fine.
No, it's a newer Mac, but it's new, like newer in this.
Oh, okay.
I have a MacBook. We used to do the show like this, iPad to phone to iPad, and I would hold.
Oh, that's so cool.
I would sit there like this and be like, "Hi, what's going on? Hi."
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and then by the end of that hour, my hand would be
like dying. Yeah. Okay, then that'll be fun. We'll talk about it. We'll figure it out together.
We gotta talk. Do you does anybody have any questions?
Ask anything.
David says Texas alt rocker Joe Eli has a song called "I Keep My Fingernails Long So They Click When I Play the Piano."
Yeah, so I love the sound of that clicking.
Do your nails click when you're doing your work in the during the court?
They actually don't, because on my machine I have special little thingies on them to make it sound quiet. I actually have it if you want to see what it looks like.
Of course.
Okay, yeah. I brought it with me. So this is its case. This is what it comes in. I usually actually put it on like a stand so then it could stand up, but I didn't bring it because I thought this would be easier. So I'll open it. That's my little baby. I love it. My dad got it for me as a graduation present, so it was really nice. Because the friend of mine that I found out about cooperating from, we actually work together at the same firm. So I think she borrows one from our firm. So it's kind of nice to have this as my own. So this is what it looks like on the outside. It's just a cute little thingy. And when I open it, it looks like this. So this is it. It's very cute. It's got its little screen. Here's the keyboard. It's all nice with these little pads on it. So I'll hold it up there. Oh, the battery's drying. Oh, well, who cares? And so how it works is, can you see it okay? Yeah. So this is the beginning of a word. These little ones down here are the vowels. And then on this side is the end of the word. So it's kind of like, instead of just writing one letter per time, you write the whole word at once.
Wait. Go back a little bit. So
Sure.
each of those keys is what?
So these ones are letters, and they're also, some of them are words themselves, like little shorthand briefs.
Okay.
These little ones at the bottom here are the vowels. So like the A, E, O, I, U. And then on this side is kind of like the ending sounds. So like an ing, ed, nd kind of thing. So you kind of put it all together. I can see if I can try and manipulate the camera a bit here so I can show you. So, yeah, there we go. Nice.
Oh, look at that room. How cool.
So if I was writing, see if I can get it closer actually. Yeah, there we go. That's cool. So if I was writing the word hello, I would put the H on this side and then the L on this side and the E at the bottom. And then I would come back for the O. So then it comes up as hello. Actually, it doesn't show it. So it's actually in a different language. It doesn't look like English. I'll just take this off and I'll show you. So oops, there we go. Oh, there we go. So that's what shorthand looks like. That's actually the word hello, which just seems really odd. But it's kind of cool because I think in that language now. A lot of times when I watch TV, I'm typing what people are saying in my mind. It's like a disease almost. So I can show them.
Do you know shorthand?
Oh yeah, we had to do a lot of tests where we had to write it, or we would just print it out. They would give us some kind of sample of questions and we would print it out and then we'd have to translate it to English. So it is like learning a new language. It's really weird. Obviously we don't speak it.
A shorthand wizard and also.
Oh really?
I don't know.
So
Grace,
cool.
how many words per minute did you type? But your father asked, he asking you to please tell the story of the Bible case when you were trying to get someone in.
Yeah, so I'll get to that in a second. So see, then on this thing, it translates. Oh yeah, it translates to English. So it's really cool. It translates to English automatically on my laptop, but it's kind of nice because when I'm typing, I can see if I'm making any mistakes. So it's really nice and easy for me. I mean, sometimes it looks funny, especially with names and stuff. It'll look really weird, but I really, really like it. Let's see if I can put this.
And then you said you have special pads so they don't hear your nails clicking?
Yeah, and it's also so that it doesn't, it just feels nicer on your fingers. Like they're kind of like smooth leathery feeling, like they're pleather, I think.
Nice.
And they feel really nice. So they're just nice and smooth. I think I bought them right away when I started actually, because I didn't like the feel of the regular ones in school when I borrowed a machine there. They just felt kind of like they'd rub on your fingers and it can kind of hurt after a while. So I bought these nice leather ones and they don't make a sound. They're lovely.
How cool is that?
Yeah, I really like it. So the Bible story.
Bible story.
I think it was my first year. I've been there for 3 years. I've been working for 3 years. So my first year before Christmas, we were really busy and I got sent to this random office I'd never been to before. And I'm sitting in the room with all my stuff set up because I usually go half an hour early. We always start at 10 a.m. usually, but I went in at 9:30 to get everything set up in case they want to start early. So I'm sitting there and I can tell that it's a really like rough divorce. So the husband is sitting there and he's complaining how he doesn't want to be in the same room as the wife. And he's throwing this whole fit about it and how he hates the other lawyer, the wife's lawyer. And I'm thinking, okay, this is going to be a long day. So the other lawyer comes in, sits down, he sets up and he's like, okay, can you please swear the witness in? Because I swear them with the Bible. I'm a commissioner of oaths. So yeah, I grab my Bible. It's just a little tiny little baby Bible that I just carry around with me. I even think it says Bible on the front, so they just have to trust me. But anyway, I hand it to the witness and I say like, okay, do you swear? And he grabs it from me and he throws it at the other lawyer. And he says, no, I'm not. He's like, I'm not swearing. You be nice to me. And he's getting all mad at him. And the other lawyer is like, okay, please just swear the Bible. And he takes the lawyer's papers he had on the desk and he throws them at him too. And he's getting really upset. And I don't even know what his problem was. Like, we hadn't even talked. This was like just out of nowhere. And so the lawyer says, okay, if you do it one more time, I'm going to charge you with like assault because you're like actually throwing something at me. So the guy takes my Bible and throws it at the lawyer's face, gets up, storms out of the room. The lawyer leaves. And then I'm sitting there like, like, are we done? And so the husband's lawyer says, yeah, I think that's it for today. You can just go home. So then I just went home. It was so odd.
And
so
were you typing all that?
No, we hadn't even started yet because I hadn't even sworn him.
Whack.
Yeah, he was just absolutely crazy. I've had some weird ones. I had one about a month ago where the lawyers would just fight with each other. And it's on the record, like a judge is reading this. It's sometimes they don't always get read by special chambers and stuff, but this was very clearly a judge was going to be reading this. And the one lawyer just kept calling him a maniac and you're crazy and you need psychological help and we need to get help for you. You're just a lunatic. And I was like, I can't even believe you're saying this, knowing that judges are going to be reading this. It was just so insane.
People are crazy. My mom, she knows shorthand and types 100 words. I typed 100 words a minute. She probably could.
Oh my God, that's so crazy.
But
yeah, it was hard to get it to 225. I probably type faster than that now because the one thing about
he was doing that on a manual typewriter.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's impressive. I give her kudos. That's very impressive.
Do you own a manual? Because a lot of kids these days have manual typewriters.
I don't. I just have my laptop.
I didn't mean it like that. Like you're a kid, but a lot of younger people. And what's your generation called?
I think I'm a Gen. I don't even know if I'm a millennial or a Gen Z. I'm not even sure. I think I'm in between.
I just learned that one the other day. Are you a Z?
I'm not even. I don't even know. I can't remember what the cutoff is of 96 because I'm 96. I'm not sure if it's 94 that's Gen Z or millennial. God, I don't even know.
I think you.
So I'm in between.
I haven't figured out what he really has that. What a Z is different than a millennial.
I don't even know. It doesn't even bother me. I don't even think about it actually.
Like, do they eat different food?
Apparently we're all just whiny babies on the internet. I don't even, that's what I keep reading.
Millennials, I know, I never mind. But Zs, I think Zs are going to be, David thinks you're Gen Z. We think you're
then Z. We know.
I think the Zs are going to be solved. I think the Zs go to that. They're going to change things.
Yeah, that's what I think too. It's really exciting to see.
Yeah, you guys are a cool generation. You're ones that are. I mean, look at you. You look at this job. What does your boyfriend do?
He's in. I don't even know what it's called exactly. Like he does like kind of like construction, but not really. I don't even know what's it called. Just like heavy duty mechanic stuff.
Heavy duty mechanics.
Like lube technician, things like that. He's been off for a while because of the pandemic, but he's going back to work on Tuesday, I think it is. Yeah.
And do you guys play video games together?
Yeah, sometimes. Like a lot of times he'll play games and I'll just sit and read. It's nice and quiet. Or we'll play together, or we'll watch TV. We do all kinds of stuff together. It's fun. It's nice and relaxing.
Fun.
Yeah, it's great.
I want to come over and have salmon with you guys.
Yeah, it would be really good and delicious. My mom does not like fish. She's like petrified of the fishy taste. I don't know what it is. I don't even know what that tastes like. I don't think I even know.
Do you like lobster?
Sometimes it's kind of hit or miss with me. I like king crab, but sometimes if I have too much of it, I'm just like, okay, enough. Yeah. I can only have so much. I don't know why. It can be a little rich, I think, almost. Yeah, but it is good. I do like it. My parents always have it on New Year's.
Are you? Do you guys like? Are you crunchy or creamy peanut butter people?
Creamy. I'm very much like texture oriented. Like if a food has a certain texture, like ugh. I don't know why. I think I have ADHD.
What food don't you like?
I really don't like pears. I find they have a really grainy texture. I don't know why. It drives me insane. They do, yeah. If anything's like too soft, it can kind of gross me out. Like if I have ice cream that's too melted, I'll just like lose my mind. I don't know why. So I like it when it's harder. Just like weird things like that. I don't like melted things. I'm really
weird. Like grilled cheese.
Yeah, but I find with the bread, because it's a little bit more solid, it doesn't bother me.
So melted, like
like cold substances, I would say.
Okay, when they're melted.
Like even a smoothie, like I don't really like them that much. I don't know why, because I don't like how there's like chunks sometimes in it. It's like either smooth or nothing. That's what it is for me, I think.
But your dad says that you like sushi.
I do. I love sushi. It's probably one of my favorite foods of all time. It's so good. My favorite is California rolls,
Oh.
which have like that mock crab in them, but they're so good. I really like spicy tuna, spicy salmon. Oh my God, it's so good. And seaweed, like the seaweed wrapped ones. Oh, those are so good.
So good. The nigiri. Elizabeth Morocco does not like the smell of bananas. They make her sick.
I absolutely hate bananas. I don't know what happened to me. I'm just like, it's like almost a phobia. I don't even like
touching
touching them.
it's a familial thing.
Yeah, that's really odd that she says that.
Banana lover either?
I apparently did when I was a child. I don't know what happened, but now I just despise them beyond belief. I won't even like touch one. If I even taste it in like some kind of smoothie or something, I just like, ugh. Yeah, me and my mom have been talking. I'm pretty sure I have some kind of neurodivergent ADHD or something going on because I have such weird quirks I never noticed my whole life.
I won't eat a tomato. I tell people.
I hate them too.
When I order food, I say that I'm allergic to them.
So do I. I do that too.
Sorry,
just raw ones.
You're allergic to, yeah, exactly. You're allergic to tomatoes? How terrible. I'm like, yes, horribly terrible. Because I'm allergic to wheat. I can't do, I know. So I'm gluten-free because I'm allergic to wheat. I'm not gluten-free. I'm not gluten intolerant. I'm wheat intolerant. Bianca loves bananas.
That's weird. It's either love or hate in our family.
Interesting. Your father said we told her when she was young that we found her based on her food likes.
Oh my God. He's such a weirdo.
So you don't like tomatoes?
No, I don't like raw ones. I don't know what it is, the taste of them. Just ugh, I hate it. So I only like them like pizza sauce, tomato sauce. Like if they're cooked and stuff, like if there's chunks of them, I don't really care. But just raw ones.
You'd rather not have them cooked. I like having them are chunked. I don't even like if there's chunk, I go,
Yeah, me too. That's how I feel. I also really do enjoy when I go to certain restaurants and like if they know me there, if I've gone enough, they'll just like automatically know not to even bother putting tomatoes on. Oh, that's one of my favorite things. Like I hate them on tacos and stuff like that.
They ruin a taco.
Oh God, do they ever? And sour cream on them is okay. It's hit or miss with me, but sometimes I'm just like, that's a little too much.
What about, are you, so texture, so avocado?
I do like avocado on like toast or sushi, but not by itself.
Yogurt?
Yeah, not by itself.
Not yogurt, because you're dairy. Do you do like a non-dairy yogurt?
I do, yeah. I have this vegan yogurt that I really like. It's raspberry flavored with like, I can't remember, there's little tiny thingies in them, whatever they're called. And it's really, really good. It uses coconut milk. Mm-hmm. So it's really delicious.
And what about mayonnaise?
I do like it. I love spicy mayonnaise. I actually really like it. I used to get this one sandwich from this coffee place, and it was like a spicy chicken sandwich where it'd have like spicy mayo on it. Oh my God, I was obsessed with that thing. I would have it all the time. And then they took it off the menu and then I cried. So I stopped having it, I guess.
That's funny. My friend David has a friend who hates avocado, but loves guacamole. Loves.
Really? That's so interesting. They do have very different textures though.
See, I love them both, but I think I love an avocado better. Uh-oh. Hi. Come back. Come back. Come back. There you are. Now we can't hear you.
Oh, sorry. I don't know what the hell happened. There we go.
So I love wasabi. I can do without the pickled ginger. Oh,
I like wasabi too.
Yeah, I love wasabi. We're going to have fun together when we meet up. I can't wait.
Yeah, we can try all kinds of foods together. It seems like we kind of have the same texture taste, so it won't go well for us.
And where do you and your boyfriend pre-pandemic, were you big travelers? Do you guys like?
We haven't traveled anywhere yet. We have like plans. Actually, last year we wanted to go to Italy and Paris. I think it was in September we were planning on going. We had just gotten the time approved off from work, and then the pandemic hit, and we were like, okay, thank God we didn't buy plane tickets, or oh my God, that would have sucked. But yeah, that's probably where we'll go once it's over. We want to go to Japan. We want to go all over the place, US, Africa with my family, and they're really fun. I want to do like abroad teaching. Like I really want to do teaching English in other countries. Because you can actually, in Canada, you don't need like a bachelor's degree for that. You can go through courses and they'll pay for you to live there and stuff. So I really want to do that. So that's what I plan to do in my 30s because I don't want to have kids. So that's what I'm going to do. No, not right now, at least. As of right now, the idea of having children, I'm like, no, not in this economy.
I think there are enough children on the planet.
That's how I feel too. I kind of want to be selfish. I just want to live my own life.
I don't think it's selfish. I think it's it's people that, I think it's a choice that you get to have.
Yeah, like I don't hate children by any means, but I just want to do different things. I want to try different jobs. I want to travel, do different things. I just want to live on an acreage with a bunch of big dogs. That's all I want.
Nice.
A bunch of dogs that can run around and just enjoy their life.
Carl asked about salsa. I can do some salsas, but if the tomatoes are super chunky.
Yeah, that's how I feel too. There's only, I would say like the kind you get in a jar at the store, it's okay. But some restaurant ones can be a little too much for me.
No, and I love cilantro. Yes.
No, it tastes like soap to me.
Oh, you're one of those people. Okay.
I am. I think it's a genetic thing. I think you're just born with it.
It is. It's genetic.
Yeah, unfortunately,
some people have heavy metals in their systems, and it can be the same type of flavor. I have friends that go, no, don't make me do cilantro. And
I think that's the same thing.
Yes.
It's the same thing with like aspartame. Like you can either taste it really, like have that aftertaste, or you don't. My dad doesn't. I do heavily, so I hate anything like diet flavored because it's horrible. But he has this one. Yeah. I don't mind it. It's okay. It's pretty gross in general, but like if I had to, I'd be okay with it. My dad has this one in the fridge. I don't even know what it is, what brand it is, but I tasted it. He's like, just taste the sugar. It tastes good. Just try it. And it actually tasted really, really good. And I remember thinking like I wanted to go back in the fridge and have more. Like that's how good it was. So I was like, okay, that's a good replacement, I guess. But I don't even know what brand it was. Maybe he'll say in the comments because I'm kind of curious now.
Yeah. Yeah, the cilantro, it is a gene.
Yeah, that's what I thought it was.
I don't want to keep you because I know your boyfriend's there, but will you come back?
Of course I will.
Okay.
This was so much fun.
So much fun. I have lots of, I'm curious, but I also want to just like hang out with you. And I think you outside of the show would be cool, and on the show would be super cool.
It would be fun both ways. We can do whatever you want. It'll be fun. We can talk about whatever you want. I love it.
Maybe sometime we could do the wings. I'll get the elf. Tell me which one to get. And you can put that on the show too.
Yeah, that would be really fun. I can show you how, because I had to teach myself. It was hard. I can do it now. Yeah, it's not easy.
One eye better than the other? Like, can you do your right eye better than your left, or vice versa?
Yeah, I can do my left eye better than my right. I don't know why, because I'm right-handed. My left always turns out perfectly, but my right never looks the same. It always looks kind of like a little too high. I don't know why, but I keep thinking no one sees it anyway, so who even cares? Doesn't matter. I'll get better one day.
They look great.
Thank you.
And what's your boyfriend's name?
His name is Tyler.
Hi, Tyler.
He's he's just across the room. He'll come say hi. Hold on. Ooh. He can come say hi. He's coming.
Thanks.
Oh, then we can't see you.
Hey.
Hi, I'm Jenna.
How are you guys?
Great. There's people coast to coast and in Canada, and yeah. Oh, who's the dog? Wait a second. We didn't know there was a dog.
Oh, this is his parents' dog. He's watching it. It's kind of crazy right now. So it's in the bedroom. It's
Lillian just went. Like,
sorry?
Lillian, my dog, was like.
Oh, was she looking?
Yeah.
Totally. Oh my God, yeah. He's been watching it because it's really attached to him. Like when he used to live at his parents' house, he was very close. Like it would sleep with him. So yeah, it comes over every once in a blue moon and stays for a few days.
Yeah.
It's a German Shepherd. It's cute.
Nice.
Yeah.
Do you walk him or her?
He does. I don't usually. By the time I get here, like in the evening, I don't want to do anything like that. So I don't usually.
Can we meet him?
He's kind of crazy right now, so maybe another time. So that's okay. Yeah.
We're kind of dog centric on this show. So,
Yeah, I noticed. I can always send you a picture.
all right, send a photo. Yeah, see, I have my little dogs, my little dog friend here. And
Oh, that's so cute.
yeah, you know, Lillian has a storybook.
Oh my God.
That's Lillian Pearl right there.
That's so cute. I didn't know that. That's adorable. Yeah, your dog is so cute. I love seeing the Instagram posts of her. Oh my God. They give me life in the morning.
Too. Bianca says, hi, Tyler.
Oh,
And your
my
mom
aunt's
says hello to
hi.
Tyler also.
Oh, yay.
You are. My friend Bill in Massachusetts says, Stephanie is an extraordinary young woman. And you are.
Thank you. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much.
Well,
That's so kind of
after
you.
meeting your parents, I wouldn't even imagine anything less. So I'm not.
Yeah, my parents are great. They're like my best friends. Like, honestly, I would say they're my favorite people in the world, which sounds weird because a lot of their like
My
kids,
parents-
they don't want to hang out with their parents when they're in their 20s or whatever. I do. I literally love spending time with my mom. She's like my favorite person in the world. During the day, like she went somewhere for, I think she must have went to a doctor's or something the other day. I can't remember where she was. And I was sitting watching TV by myself and I was like, I'm so lonely. I just want my mom to come and sit with me. I realized how much of a huge part of my life she is. And same with my dad. Like they're just so close to me. I can't imagine like ever not being close to them. They're like my whole world. Like them and Tyler, those are the only people I need. That's all I need. And you guys at the show, because you guys provide us such entertainment. I just love it. I love your show. It's great.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Your dad says you're his Seinfeld buddy.
I am. We watched Seinfeld. It's one of my favorite things. Ever since I think I was in like the 4th grade is when we started watching it. That's how long ago. And I was so young. I remember not understanding any of the jokes because they're all adult.
Right.
And I would just laugh at them because they were funny. And then I would go to school with my little friends and I would tell these jokes to them that had no like backstory context whatsoever. And they would laugh at them. I remember I had this one where the character George stole a clock from some one night stand's house. Yeah. And he was like, I got the clock. I'm going to get her back. So he goes to meet her at the park bench and he has his little bag with it in there and it starts ringing. And he's like, that dang salami. That's the last time I go to that delicatessen. And I would tell my friends that and they'd be like, oh, so funny. And I was like, I think I was like 15 or 16. I was like, that was not funny to an elementary school student. I don't know why I was telling people that. It is so funny.
So cool because you're quoting Seinfeld.
Yeah, and nobody knew what it was. It's like one of my favorite things of all time. And it's a huge reason why I like making people laugh because it's just so enjoyable.
You're
Yeah.
funny. Maybe you'll do some stand-up comedy.
Yeah, I did. I actually took stand-up classes a year or so ago.
See that?
Yeah, and it was really fun. It was just fun because I just wanted to do something cool and interesting and I love comedy. So I wanted to learn how to write a joke properly. And I made a lot of friends from it. So it's really nice.
How fun. You have the best parents and you are an amazing family. You are.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate that.
I 100% agree. My mom actually is right downstairs. So
Oh, she is?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Very close. And yeah.
Are
you a Schitt's Creek fan?
I haven't watched all of it.
What?
I've watched a couple of us. I know, I'm behind on times. But I'm starting to, and I really, really love it. Oh my God, I love it. I love Dan Levy. Oh my God, he's amazing.
He really is.
He is. He's a great person and he's a great writer. It's fantastic the work he does.
I've watched it. Now we're rewatching it.
Okay.
And it's funnier the second time.
It is. Because sometimes you notice things that you didn't notice the first time. That's my favorite part about rewatching shows. I love that.
I know. Like Moira wears these socks. Like my mom will go, look at her socks. She'll have this on with their socks, striped black socks, lacy, crazy socks. She's like, I need those socks, Mom. I know we got to get those socks for you. But it's so fun to watch that.
It is.
I
love those kinds of shows. I love sitcoms, so I'm sure I'd love it if I just put more time into it. I got to start watching it at night.
That's what I was going to say. I watched a documentary of them doing their, it went 6 seasons. And the 6th season, the beginning of the 6th season, they did a documentary.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
It might even be something to watch. I think that people might want to watch that. Well, no, they can't. No, you don't want to watch that before you watch the whole show because tells you
so many spoilers.
Yeah. But they're really good people and they did it for the right reasons.
Yeah, that's always so nice. My favorite thing is supporting people who deserve it.
Did you love the final Seinfeld?
The final episode, honestly, I have almost no memory of it because we've never watched it since like when I was like in junior high, I think. Like we watched it one time and then that was it. I don't know why. I guess my dad hates it, I guess, because we never ever watch it. It's a long one. I think it's an hour or two, so maybe that's why.
Yeah,
but I remember thinking it was okay. Like I understood where they were coming from in terms of writing it. Like they wanted to kind of wrap everything up with all the characters that come back and talk about them and some kind of big court thing. So it made sense. It could have been a little better, I guess. If anything could have been better though.
I haven't watched all of Seinfeld, but I did watch the last one.
Yeah. And I thought the last season was really, really good. It was kind of the show that got better as it aged. The writing never really stunted, I guess. The last season was really funny, so I really liked it.
Are you a Curb fan?
Yes.
Oh,
there's a dog barking outside. Whoops.
Hey.
Yeah, I'm a huge Larry David fan. I just think he's hilarious. I love his personality. I love how George was based on him, and I just love it. I just think he's so funny.
Totally Larry David. Totally Larry David. Oh, I didn't know that, Carl. His father died when he was young. His bio dad, but his dad that's still on the planet, George, is one of my favorite people on the planet. His father was Santa Claus. How many years did George portray? Your mom and dad do Santa Claus, Carl. Carl, you've heard Fusion. Has your dad played Fusion for you? The band Fusion?
I think so.
They've been on my show a couple of times. Carl,
yeah.
Player.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah. So your dad doesn't think the last one was so good. So
yeah, I didn't think he did. Based on how much we've watched it, I don't even remember it hardly. It's been that long. So I didn't think he liked it.
Put too much into one.
Show. But I understand too because of all the hype it had anyway. They were trying their hardest. I think they made it so that they had to have 6 different fake scripts in case anyone got a hold of it too. It was so publicized.
Oh. Do you like Veep?
I do. I love Julia Louis-Dreyfus. I just think she's so talented and funny and everything she does. I even liked the New Adventures of Old Christine. That was hilarious.
That show.
It was really funny.
I thought that was fun. I liked her and her brother, the way they lived together and had their fun life. And
I liked her whole dynamic with the new Christine versus the old Christine. I loved it. It was really good. It should have had more seasons, in my opinion.
Yeah, that was a good show.
It was. It was great.
Countless years. Yeah, decades and decades, right? Carl, your family did the Mr. and Mrs. Santa Claus, and they sat in this little in a house, and I was 5 and they were doing it, and they were doing it last year. So
that's so cool.
Long time. Yeah, Veep is genius. Yeah,
it is. The writing is fantastic.
Yeah. My mom and I have a lot of things to catch up on because we have HBO Max now, so we're slowly getting through things.
HBO has such good finds. Oh my god.
Well, send me any ideas you have. But
I will. There's one with Bill Hader. I can't remember what it's called, but it's so funny. Really? My dad would know if he remembers it. It was if my dad's listening, he'll know. It's about
Your parents are here all the time.
Yeah. So he should know.
For them. And they're so much fun.
They are. My dad is so fun.
We were doing a Zoom meeting, and it was the funniest thing. We were, I think, in your father's office, and the microphone was only picking up your dad, but if your mom moved over, and so they were doing,
then you could hear it.
They switched places, and I'm like, okay, move you a little bit. So for 10 minutes, that was its own Seinfeld right there. It was like getting the zipper.
That is so funny.
Getting the zipper. Okay, now we got to leave now that you have the sound right. But
oh, that's so funny. They're so entertaining. It's never a dull moment with them. God, my dad is so funny. He just kills me. We actually had an incident. He helps me with my taxes. And so he emails I have multiple emails, like a work email, casual, whatever. And I have this one email that he will email my accountant and stuff on for me, just to help me out if I'm busy.
Sure.
And he was emailing the accountant and he wrote, a sentence out, and as a grammar Nazi that I am, I noticed there was something wrong with it. I can't even remember what word it is. He'll know what it is. If he comments it, let me know. And I told him, I said, this word doesn't make sense. Like, read the sentence. And he's like, no, it does make sense. And he started Googling the words and being like, see, they can be used in the sense. And I'm like, no, it just, the sentence itself didn't make sense. Like, we can't use it. And he was like trying really hard to prove to me that he was right. And I was like, this is what I do for a living. I know what I'm talking about. And my mom was like in the back and she's like, stop fighting about it. She's right. Just let it go. And now to this day, he still brings it up.
He's not coming up with the word, but he said Barry is the show.
Barry? Oh yeah, it's Barry. Yeah, Barry is really good.
Show for Bill. For which Bill, Rob? There's like 9 Bills on this show.
Bill Hader, the one from HBO.
Barry is the show for Bill. And David Owes, who, I'm sorry I missed your show tonight. David Owes is also saying Barry is great. But yeah,
it is really good.
Your dad's not admitting to whatever the sentence was.
It was really funny though, and I remember thinking, I know what I'm talking about. I do this for a living, but he was so dead set on not admitting he was wrong that once he finally did, we were just in tears laughing at how funny it was, because he was so like determined to be like, no. See, the word makes sense. I told you.
So did they make a mistake on the internet also then?
No, it was more, let's use like would and could, for example. Like would is like, it has its own meaning and it makes sense in the context. Like, yeah, you would go somewhere. I will. Oh yeah, he was saying will and would. That's exactly what it was. So he was trying to say, how did he word it? I will send, or maybe it wasn't will. I don't know. It was a weird word. The way he wrote it was just very odd. Like that, it didn't make sense. Like just to read, it just sounded strange to me. And I was like, no, we have to change it. Like, I know the word will means like, yes, I will do something. Yeah, it was, I would send this to you later. And I was like, no, we can't say that. That's weird. Put, I will send this to you later. And he's like, would and will mean the same thing. Like, I can use will. It's okay. Or I can use would.
Versus would, he said.
Yeah, that's what it was. So he wanted to say, I would send this to you later. And I was like, no, that sounds weird. Like, it just doesn't flow very well.
I would if I could.
Yeah, it's just kind of odd. So I was like, no, like put will. I think will's better because will is like an action. You're doing it right now. And so he Googled will and would, like will versus would. And he's bringing up all these articles. He's like, they mean the same thing. I can use it. And I'm like, just read the sentence. It sounds weird. That's all you have to do.
Elizabeth says, that is so Morocco. That's such a Morocco thing. Never wrong.
It is. We're very headstrong. We don't want to admit we're wrong ever. I'm sure my boyfriend can admit that too, that I do not want to admit I'm wrong ever. But I definitely got that from my dad. So, and it was funny because it was very lighthearted. We weren't like angry at each other. We were just laughing. It was so funny.
Yeah, he's a funny guy, all right.
Yeah, he's just so oddball.
I would.
Yeah, he's so bizarre and I love it. I love how I got my humor from him. I very much did. Sometimes my mom's like, what the hell are you talking about? And I'm like, just my dad's humor. That's how I am. Yeah. She has a very different sense of humor.
Like when he put this, when he first, well, we coined the Morocco.
Mm-hmm.
Where he takes the water and throws it in the air. You guys, it snowed here tonight.
Oh,
it snowed.
Like, oh my God.
Like the tulips are coming up. The daffodils are smiling, and then it snowed.
That's insane.
So not cool.
No.
Lillian,
I'm so sick of the snow.
You're walking. Lillian's just looking at me like, why are we here? What is this stuff coming down? Just go back in the house. Just don't.
Global warming is a horrible thing.
Let's go hang out by the little pretend fireplace that we have.
Yeah.
It all worked. But yeah, you'll meet Lillian one of these days.
Of course. I love it. I love her picture. She's such a photogenic dog. It's crazy.
You know, she has her own Instagram page.
She does. I'll find it and I'll follow it because I love seeing her cute little face.
Do you play an instrument?
I don't. I did play piano when I was younger. Like I just taught myself to play songs on my little keyboard in my basement. I haven't in a while, but I really want to. I really want to start.
Probably would be really great.
Yeah, because of the kind of job that I do, how I have to kind of type the same way that I would play piano. I think I pick it up really, really fast. There was one girl.
Do they ever get sore from typing or doing your stenography stuff?
They usually don't, only if it's been really fast paced. Like the thing about questionings that I really like is how it can be very, like sometimes it's fast and there's slow points. So you can kind of relax. It's not like just really, really fast the whole time. But I've had a couple where the lawyers are just very fast spoken people. And after like an hour, my fingers are like, okay, we need a break.
I didn't know you liked to sing.
Oh God, did my dad comment that? I don't like to sing in front of other people. I don't think my boyfriend's ever even heard me sing. That's how little I sing. I'm just very secretive about it. But I did have a karaoke machine growing up that I religiously spent my time with. Like that's all I did as a child.
Well, you gotta come do karaoke.
One day, maybe.
Hardly anyone watches it. So
maybe I'll feel safe then. I don't know why I'm so like very secretive about my voice.
So what's your karaoke song? What's your go-to?
I just had I had stacks and stacks of these like pop hits, like all the 90s hits, like the Gwen Stefani and the Destiny's Child, like the old 90s like pop.
Jason Waterfall.
Yeah, the TLC, all of that stuff. And I would just sing them because my parents, I wouldn't say they were strict, but I didn't really listen to the radio growing up. I didn't really hear like the 2000s Britney Spears and stuff. I would hear it from my karaoke machine. Like those were the first times I'd hear those songs. So then I would listen to them because there's always like that backup vocalist in the background. So I would figure out how they were singing it. And it was so fun. I was obsessed with it. And then when I got older and I started actually hearing the songs, like with the actual singer, I would be like, what? I'd be like, I can't believe I never even heard this as a child. It was so weird.
You're a Hannah Montana girl?
Did my dad comment that?
No, I just imagined.
Oh, yeah? Oh, he mentioned it earlier today, so I was like, please don't say anything about Hannah Montana. But yeah, I loved her when I was a kid.
Right now, he mentioned she knows the whole Hannah Montana stuff.
Yeah, I loved it. I would sing her songs. I would sing anything that I could get my hands on. My dad would take me to the toy store and I would look at all the CDs and I'd grab all the karaoke ones. I had a Christmas one. I was obsessed with anything I could get my hands on. It was crazy.
Wow. Well, I look forward to hearing your voice. Maybe just with
my karaoke machine, it actually came with little cassette tapes because it would record, so you could record yourself. But my best friend and I, when we were kids, I never knew this. Like I didn't really realize what this was until I was older. We would take our little microphones and we would talk on them. And it was like doing a podcast almost. I never even realized that's what we were doing, but we would just talk about funny things and we would do ads. Like we would remember ads from TV and we would say them like we were sponsored. And then when I got older and listened to podcasts, I was like, oh my God, we did it first.
I was 7.
Yeah, I was like, they're behind the times. I discovered this myself. And I would kill to find those tapes. I'm sure they're in my basement somewhere, but God, I would kill to hear the stuff we would talk about like as kids. Like, what the hell are we even saying?
You could make a podcast out of those.
It'd be really funny. I would love to do a podcast. I love to talk just to people about their life and things like that. I love that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I would like to make this a podcast. I've been doing this for a year like this, but I don't know the technology to do that. But
it's actually not too difficult. You just need a really good microphone, record it, and then you can upload it to Apple or Spotify. And the more views that it pushes and you get, I think then you get monetized and you can get sponsorships.
Yeah. That's what I want to happen with this. That's why I need to get it onto wherever I need to get it onto.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, we can work with that and we'll figure it out. We'll get you there.
Let's go.
Yeah, it'll be really fun.
Let's go. And then we can go have sushi.
Yes, sushi. I'm so glad you like it. Oh my God, I'm so glad.
I do for sure.
Thank God my parents hate it.
5 places. Headline from today's news: I-5 traffic stops yields karaoke machines stashed with speed. Oh, I saw another one today where burritos had fentanyl in them.
Oh my God. What is the world coming to at this point?
Yeah, like loaded burritos that they were trying to confiscate.
That's so horrible.
Yep.
People are getting way too creative for their own good.
Creative, crazy people. That's where I like my kitchen.
That's crazy. Ew.
Just hang out in my kitchen and then go hang out downstairs with my mom and go watch the sunset with my dog. Boom. And then come hang out on 11/11. I'm fine.
Exactly. It's way better. It's way safer.
Yeah. All right, girly. Well, super cool to hang out with you.
Yeah, thank you so much again for having me. This was so exciting.
Being here, and let's talk soon, and let's get you back, because everyone's gonna go, Stephanie's so great, she's so great. When is she coming back? When is she coming back? So
Yeah,
we'll do it.
yeah, for sure. We can definitely set up some times and I will be here.
All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Have
You
a
have a
great night.
good, lovely evening. Thank you.
You too. Bye, Tyler.
Take care. He says bye. Bye, everybody.
Right. I love that chair. Okay, you guys. Now see, that's what 11:11 is all about. So anybody that was watching tonight, feel free to come on, and you too can. I would love to interview everybody that was on the show tonight. My feathers are kind of weird tonight. One's twisting around, and that's why I keep going like that with my hair, because I'm like, why is my earring grabbing my hair like that? So yes, each and every one of you. That's Stephanie's first time on the show. So come on along and hang out with us. Rob Morocco's been on, Julie Luce has been on, but you other Morocco people, I invite you to come be a guest on the show. We can even have it sometime with Rob and Carol. It can all be here, and we can do a Morocco reunion, a Morocco marathon. That's what I'm talking about. Well, thank you. Yeah, Bianca, it was fun. And Elizabeth, Stephanie's just, this is what we say on the show, bomb shit. Stephanie is the bomb shit. Yep, totally and for real. And I'm giddy. Today was just one of those days that if every day was like this, life is grand, but this was like extra credit all over the place. But which is going to continue tomorrow, because right after Stephanie, we take a few hours off, and then we get this other really cool guy coming on tomorrow morning. And I have to post the advertisement again for it. But yeah, Peter Morley will be here tomorrow. And then tomorrow night, some of the Collins family will be here for the conversations with the creatives. You guys, thank you. I'm going to go watch some Schitt's Creek with my mom and take Lillian out for a quick walk and pretend that I have bear spray. I have this other spray. It's not for bears though, but it's for something. Oh my goodness. It's April Fool's. It's April Fool's right now. April 1st, you guys. April 1st, 2021. Wow. Driving to Monterey? Oh, how fun. You can drive in the car. You can have it on in the car. Just turn it on in the car. 11:11 in Julie's car on the way to Monterey. Girl, how fun. Be careful. Have safe. All that good stuff. I always say have safe, be fun. So thank you, Stephanie. Thanks, Rob. Thanks, Carol. Oh, see, I can clap, but I can also standing up. That's the concert.
One.
Oh, yeah. James Taylor. Always listening to James Taylor. Yeah. Have fun, Julie. All right. I'll see you guys tomorrow. And it's 1, 2, 3, 4, and there are 11 of you on right now. Perfect time to leave. Stephanie's so cool. Sweet thoughts. Solid words. And a surprise heart. All for Steph. S is for Steph. Thank you, Karen. Come back. Hang out with us. Mama Grace, I'll see you in a little bit. Thanks, you guys, for hanging out on. Who's gonna be here tomorrow? miss you guys very much. Stay healthy. You know, all that good stuff. But most of all, love hard. Really hard.